Sticks Premium Carbon Fiber Heirlooms presents
That is by far the deadliest shot I've ever done in my life, man. These killing sticks, rock and roll.
The Boneyard is brought to you by
Alberta Wilderness Adventures,
Kong 3D Target,
Western Skies Argo, and these other fine sponsors.
Now, September 28th, this Sunday, I get to sit in a tree stand right over here and hunt whitetail here in central Alberta. I can't wait. It's coming up so quick. I am here because I need to trim a couple branches in my my shooting lanes. Hang a camera here on the field edge. What we've got here is about 4 acres of grain, of oats being planted. The crops are good. I've got 4 different bucks coming in this little corner of the field. It's a inside elbow corner, low part of the field. It's a perfect holding area for the deer. They hold up here on the corner, browse the edge before hitting the field. It's just ideal. So I'm going to hang the camera, trim some branches, and then get my ass out of here. Just walking back right now. It looks like it's gonna rain. September 1st, opening day of whitetail season here in south central Alberta. Lots of cover noise. There's a train track about 100 yards to my east. Trains going by all the time. Deer don't give a shit. It's awesome. Anyways, it's about 0 degrees. The wind's blowing out of the southeast, which is great for me. I don't know, man. I'm just happy to be in the tree stand. It's been a long wait, and here I am. So I'm gonna check it out. There's new bucks in the area. That's all I know. It's gonna be a good day. Well, you can see my knock. I don't even know really what deer it was, but he looked pretty good. So I'm gonna go take a look at it. Well, let me tell you, 8 hours later, we find the bugger behind us. He had circled around and made it very difficult in this snow. The second I shot him, it started snowing and it has not stopped. So it was very challenging, but when you're a professional and you respect the animal and the art of hunting, you don't quit. And I was heading out to my truck and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna walk the ridge on my way out, and I saw one bird, one magpie, and I looked over and I could see the fork of his G2, and the rest is history. I'm telling you, man, I am so happy to harvest this animal here in Alberta. It's been a great whitetail season for me. I saw lots of bucks, passed up on a few. It's been pretty short. Mule deer hunting took most of my time, but what can I say? We got her done here in Alberta.
Hey now, it's Calvin and Jason here with the Boneyard, and we're just going to do a quick review of the hunt, kind of explain some things that happened, and you know, I have a few questions. Congratulations on the buck, you know.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was a beauty. It's not an easy thing to kill a deer like that. A whitetail is a spooky animal,
as you can tell in the footage.
Yeah. It seemed like there was a lot of deer in that area. Is there a reason for that, or you kind of scoped it out, or?
Well, I've been hunting that spot now for about 3 years, and it's a lot of pinch points. You got rivers, you got highways, you got a lot of stuff. So it sort of pushes these deer in a little funnel, and they come right through this little chunk of flat land, dry, higher ground, surrounded by swamp. So they got to come through, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, and then when the deer come in to you, like, or was coming by you, he looked right at you. Like, and then when he was quartering to you, and you took that shot. And I know a lot of guys, that's quartering to, blah blah blah. I've taken that shot. You've taken that shot before in Saskatchewan on that buck with Kent. And so why did you feel comfortable taking that shot? Well,
first of all, the tree that I'm in is probably 10 inches in diameter, and it was the biggest tree in the area, and not very big. I stood out like a sore thumb. So I saw a glimmer of antlers, and luckily I drew early, because he walked around that clump of trees and just saw me right away and looked up. So thankfully I was drawn. So I hunt with a thumb butt. So I was drawn, I was anchored, 30 yards, I felt good, and it went off.
You know you made a pretty good shot on a buck. It's quartering to, but you know you made a good shot. So you go, it starts snowing.
I mean, the second I let that arrow fly, it started snowing. So I gave him 10, 15 minutes. I climbed down, and by the time I'm over to where the arrow is, it started to snow. And I mean, I did not see one speck of blood.
So you searched for that buck for like what, 6-8 hours?
That night, all night. I want to give a special thanks to Mario Roy and Ethan Whitkey for coming out and helping me, but I searched all night pretty much. The next day, I was actually on my way out, and I decided, you know what, on my way out, I'm going to walk that ridge out, and I was walking in. I was probably another 100 yards, I would have been out of the bush, and I saw one bird, one freaking bird, and I looked up, and up higher I could see the split G2. And I was like, ah! It was awesome.
Right on. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
It was awesome, and so stay tuned for next week.
here on the Boneyard.
If you're ever wanting to ask Jason or Calvin a question, check out their Facebook or Twitter page at Adding Bones.